President Trump walking back comments that he made at a summit with President Vladimir Putin of Russia about Russian meddling in the 2016 U.S. election. It is a reversal, of course, one day after skipping a chance to confront Russia and Putin about election meddling.
Just minutes ago, Mr. Trump told reporters he does accept the findings of U.S. intelligence agencies. And here are some of the president's remarks.
I have full faith and support for America's great intelligence agencies, always had. And I have felt very strongly that while Russia's actions had no impact at all on the outcome of the election, let me be totally clear in saying that, and I've said this many times, I accept our intelligence community's conclusion that Russia's meddling in the 2016 election took place. There is a need for some clarification. It should have been obvious. I thought it would be obvious, but I would like to clarify just in case it wasn't. In a key sentence in my remarks, I said the word would instead of wouldn't. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why it wouldn't be Russia. So, just to repeat it, I said the word would instead of wouldn't, and the sentence should have been, and I thought it would be maybe a little bit unclear on the transcript or unclear on the actual video. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be Russia. Sort of a double negative. My administration has and will continue to move aggressively to repeal any efforts and repel. We will stop it. We will repel it. Any efforts to interfere in our elections.
Of Washington State and Congressman Ruppersberger.
Well, just minutes earlier, Democratic members of the House Intelligence Committee expressed their full support of those who work in the nation's intelligence agencies.
We have worked closely with the men and women of the IC cumulatively for decades and decades. We have the greatest respect for the work that they do. And to see that their work product would be so cavalierly discarded was something that shocked us all.
The White House has been in damage control mode since the summit, facing backlash from Democrats and Republicans. CBS reporter Mola Lenghi has that part of the story.
President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial.
Senior administration officials tell CBS News there is an effort underway to fix the situation after President Trump sided with Putin over U.S. intelligence agencies, which have concluded the Russian government meddled in the 2016 U.S. election.
They did interfere in our elections. It's really clear. There should be no doubt about that.
Both Republicans and Democrats denounced the president's comments.
The president isn't leading. Vladimir Putin walked away from Helsinki with a win. It's a disaster.
It's unbelievably disappointing.
Absolutely disgraceful.
The president is getting support from at least one Republican on Capitol Hill for meeting with his Russian counterpart.
On CBS this morning, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky did not fault the president's position.
The president has undergone an onslaught of a year and a half of a partisan investigation accusing him of somehow colluding with the Russians. So I think he's sensitive to that.
In response, President Trump thanked Senator Paul, tweeting, "You really get it." Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.